For those of you who don't know me, my name is Evelyn. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is Eating with Evelyn. Just wanted to give you a little brief rundown. So I am passionate about cooking. I do absolutely love helping people. So I just figured what better thing to do than to bring Eating with Evelyn to everybody. So that way I can share my nutrition plan with you, what I eat on a daily basis, and just share some really good, fun, easy, healthy recipes. So let's get started. So we're making a dairy-free, gluten-free, nut-free copycat of Olive Garden chicken gnocchi soup. What we have is we have 3 celery sticks, we have some gnocchi, we've got some shredded chicken, we've got some shredded carrots, we have some spinach, baby spinach. Now here we have some organic bone marrow broth. We have some organic chicken broth, and then we have some earth balanced soy-free butter. I know a lot of people think like, oh well, dairy-free, there's no butter, everything's gonna taste bland, but like earth balance makes the best butter. It's delicious. I really love it. It's my favorite go-to. So anyways, and then we have 3 diced garlic cloves. So I've already diced those for you. We've got some arrowroot, we've got some nutmeg and some thyme, and also some coconut cream. This is going to be going in with the base, so like the broth is going to be basically bone broth, chicken broth, coconut cream, and coconut milk. So first you're going to take avocado oil, about a tablespoon. So I'm not really a measuring kind of girl, just kind of like to throw things in there. We'll just drizzle that at the bottom. And in the meantime, with that heating up, I'm just going to go ahead and chop my celery. So discard the fronts. I've already washed these. The backs. Bye. Alright, so don't cut your fingers. You want to cut like this. Fingers going down, so you're not going to cut your pretty little fingernails. I've done that so many times. It's not fun. Okay, so now that we have the olive oil in there, we're going to get the butter in there. So butter and olive oil to heat up our babies. By babies, I mean our delicious veggies. So now that that is heating up, the first things we're going to want to put in there is onion and celery. So let's get this onion going. You know, just don't, you can dice it any way you want. It doesn't really matter. Just as long as you dice that mother, just kidding. As long as you dice that onion up, it'll be fine. So I have pre-washed everything. You want to wash all your veggies, even if they're organic. I know that they say that like organic is better as far as like pesticides and stuff like that, and you can be a little bit more lenient with washing, but I don't agree with that. I think you should always wash everything no matter what, even if it's like something that says pesticide free. I don't trust it, so. Okay, so it's warming up. While we're waiting for that, we can just hang out. Get a little crazy. Woo-hoo. Just kidding. Let's stay focused. Stop throwing me off track. First things first, let's go ahead and put these in some containers, because what are you going to do? Throw it in the bowl from here? That would be a mess. Alright. Okay. And now we wait. Just kidding. We have to stir this, because otherwise you will burn your celery and your onions. And that's no bueno. No bueno for anybody. So this is a really exciting recipe because, first of all, it really does taste like a copycat of Olive Garden's chicken and gnocchi. I mean, it's just so good. And, I mean, there's no guilt eating this because, first of all, there's no dairy in it. There's no gluten in it, so you're not going to get inflamed like everywhere if you're allergic anyways. There's no nuts in it, so that's exciting too. And It's just freaking amazing, and I can't wait till it's done because I am hungry. Now that this has been cooking for like 4 or 5 minutes, the onions are pretty translucent and it smells so good. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we are gonna get the coconut milk. We are gonna mix half coconut and half coconut cream. So this is actually a really good substitute for dairy-free half and half. Go figure, half, half, woo, woo. Okay, anyways, calm down, Evelyn. So, let me get this cream in here without splashing all over myself. Be careful. Maybe put the cream in before the milk because it could get wild, you know what I mean? On your clothes. And we don't want that. We're just here to cook, okay? Not get crazy. Okay. Now that we have the cream half and half in there, you're gonna wanna get it to a boil. So wait until a bunch of little bubbles come up and it starts boiling, getting rowdy. And then you're gonna wanna lower it to between 2 and low, just to let it simmer for like a couple minutes. And then we are off to our next step. Now we're gonna go ahead and take our chicken broth and our bone broth. This freaking bone marrow is amazing. And no one's got time for just chicken broth, let's be real. So once you have the chicken broth in there and that baby is simmering, it's time to add some spices. So we got nutmeg and thyme. We always got thyme, right? Yay. This is what happens when you don't cook with an apron. But what are we gonna do? So once the nutmeg and the thyme has been in there, you wanna just let it simmer for about another 1 to 2 minutes. And then we are ready for the carrots. All right, so let's go ahead and put the carrots and the gnocchi. And now once the gnocchi and the carrots are in there, you're gonna wanna let that simmer for about 4 to 6 minutes. This whole recipe takes about 30 minutes, so it's like literally the easiest, most delicious, fastest recipe you'll ever make, so woo! Oh, this is smelling so good. No! Did I just got Olive Garden? No, that's right, I'm in my kitchen. Okay, so as far as the gnocchi, if you've ever cooked gnocchi before, you just kind of want to wait for it to kind of come to the top, float to the top when it's done. It's going to be a little pillowy texture. Just kind of, you know, if it's floating to the top, it's probably done. Don't try to sleep on it, it's not a real pillow. That's just an example, okay? Gnocchi is still at the bottom, so we will hang out and wait. But this is like literally the fastest, easiest recipe, and it's so good. Okay, so the gnocchi's done. We're gonna go ahead and add our spinach and our chicken. So we'll do the chicken first. And this is shredded. You can just chop up your chicken in cubes if you want. It really just depends on your preference. If you like big chunky chickens in your soup, then make some big chunky chickens. If you like shredded chicken, then shred your chicken. Whatever you like. Okay, so we're just gonna let that cook for a couple more minutes, let the juices and everything absorb in the chicken, and then get that nice and tender, and we'll be throwing in our spinach. Okay, so the chicken's been in there for a couple minutes. We're gonna go ahead and put our spinach. This is the second to last step. See, isn't it so easy? So we're gonna throw this in, and then we're basically gonna make like a thicker paste with the arrowroot, so hang on for that. What we're gonna do with the arrowroot is we're gonna form what's called a slurry. So if you're familiar with making soups, you basically, a slurry is like a technique you can do to make the soup a little bit thicker, okay? So we're just gonna take a 1/4 cup, take a bowl. So you're just gonna go ahead and scoop out some of the broth. Don't get any of the chicken, carrots, anything else, just the broth. Okay, don't get wild, all right? Okay, so we'll go ahead and pour in the arrowroot and give that a nice mix. So it's gonna form some, like a thicker paste, as you probably assumed what it would do. It's so small, it's literally just like a 1/4 cup, a little slurry up in here. Okay, so once that's mixed, you're just gonna dump it back in. That's literally the last step. I know, I can't even believe it. We just made soup. We just made soup, guys! Dairy-free soup. And it's delicious. Oh my gosh, you just taste all of the flavors in one. I mean, wow. Okay guys, so that concludes my video. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching me make the dairy-free, gluten-free chicken gnocchi soup. I hope you join me next week because every single week I will be releasing a new video, something really delicious that I personally eat. It's going to be obviously dairy-free, it's going to be healthy, probably whole foods, nothing frozen, everything organic, and kosher because that's just how I roll. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Hi, my name is Evelyn and hi. Hey, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Evelyn. I just wanted to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Nope.